Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium open. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They find some open field here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andrew Beck, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat. And a first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell. The Raiders had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Carr now to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Here's Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Raiders. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. On the counter, here's Williams. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Our score after 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Williams. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 85 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And the slot man goes in motion left. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the pack. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll roll him out right. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Throwing his car on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Williams will try again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 31, Carr. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a play fake. Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Carr. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr, and he'll find Moreau here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Carr. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. They go with Jacobs, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert Okuwebunam, 82 yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quickly, a slant to Renfro. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's good for 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me,
and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 65 yards. And the Broncos have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there, and here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.